What's going on, fellow A-Plusers? It's your boy Adam Perez. We're back, baby, once again with a brand new video today. Let's boon and go. That's right. We've got a brand new official trailer for the upcoming 2024 Super Sentai series. Bakuage Sentai BoonBoomger is finally here. I think the last time we probably spoke about this particular series, we were highlighting the teaser trailer that we wind up getting maybe a month or so ago. I didn't really care for the teaser trailer so much. It felt more like a toy commercial. Look at all the cool cars and Zords that we have, sort of thing. All in front of like a really weird, trippy green screen sort of CGI effect that we kind of see them play a little bit over when it comes to the King Ozier series a little bit. So, I really wasn't feeling it. I mean, there were certain highlights to it that I appreciated about, but I was really waiting for an official trailer that really gives us a glimpse into the characters, showcases us the villains, and really gives us a little bit of a sense of what the series is. And it is finally here. For those of you who are actually looking for an English subbed version of this particular trailer that wind up dropping, I'll go ahead and put a link in the description box to a Twitter account for KR Sentai. They did manage to have somebody do an English subbed for it. So if you want to see a breakdown of what's actually being said in the trailer, I will go ahead and put a link to it. Again, that's at KR Sentai. They definitely have it if you're on Twitter. So definitely check it out for yourself. But this is the trailer I've been looking for. And can I just say, I am super stoked for this series. Let's go ahead and talk about it. What we'll do is we'll probably give you my thoughts on the trailer itself, and then we're going to dive into some of the character breakdowns that happened from the press conference over on tokunation.com, a great source of information for you guys. So let's go ahead, man, and get into my trailer review for this. Again, this is exactly what I was looking for, and it has made me pretty damn excited for this series. Look, I was looking forward to getting into King Ozier myself. I unfortunately never tackled it, but this might be a series that I might certainly go ahead and check out. It feels a little bit more old school kind of Sentai in regards to what I'm certainly used to, if you will. But I'm glad to see, first and foremost, I'm glad to see that we have actual set locations, that it's not going to be all in a CGI sort of green screen world sort of thing. It feels like we're getting back to the basics here, and that certainly makes me a happy camper. First off, Boon Red, the main leader in here, his car is incredible. I absolutely love the way his car looks. Apparently, he loves customizing and working on cars. So if there's anything that I'm really hoping to get out of this season, is some amazing maybe car chase sequences, or at least just seeing him drive around a lot. I really want to see that car on display, and really just the idea of using it in maybe some upcoming chase sequences. It just has like the speed racer vibe to his car a little bit, so I do want to see what it's capable of doing, even without sort of any power ups or Zords or anything like that. So I will say, great introduction to the characters in here. The English version considers them sort of transporters. When I think of transporters, it immediately takes me back to the Transporter movie with Jason Statham. So I would be kind of curious as to like what it is that they deliver. What do they transport? It sounds like it can be a rather many things that they could certainly transport from place to place in here. But it seems as though he's got himself a little bit of a team. So you got the Red Ranger, who's a transporter. The Blue Ranger in here seems very much like he's the tech guy, can get you to your destination wherever you certainly need to go, sort of thing, in the quickest way possible. Any transporter certainly needs that, so he's definitely going to come in handy when it comes to the tech guy. And Boon Pink, she seems very much like she's the newbie in here. I believe the trailer talks about she just got a job in regards to being a transporter, so she might be kind of new to the crew in here for this very small group. It looks like we're going to be maybe starting off with the three as a group, and then maybe eventually bringing in the other two. And we've got Boon Black in here. And again, the fight sequences look pretty good, honestly, but I'm really glad that we got to see what the characters themselves looked like. I believe Boon Black might be a police officer. I'm not exactly sure who Boon Orange is certainly going to be, but he definitely seems like he's definitely going to be helping out in here. The color scheme continues to grow on me, and if I could be honest with you guys, the the suits are really growing on me, man. I'm actually falling in love with them a little bit more thanks to this particular trailer. And there are aspects to this suit that continues to jump out at me and surprise me. For some reason, in all the other glimpses of these costumes that we've gotten, I never noticed the two wheels on their backs, like covering up their shoulder blades areas. I never noticed those for the longest time, but I love those as a great accent to the front of their suit, sort of thing, right? I mean, the idea that some of us said, look, they might be a little bit too simple, a little bit too bland, but there's something about those two tires on the back that really do it for me. Like for me, I would be really interested to see like if they even work, do they even spin? Like if one of the Rangers falls down and falls on its back, can those wheels like activate and spin them back up onto their feet, sort of thing? Like that would be a really cool maneuver I would absolutely love to see. Maybe they can use it in some sort of fighting technique, sort of thing. And honestly, I think one of the aspects of this suit that I've grown really fond of too are the boots, or I should say, yeah, I guess they're technically boots or shoes. But I love the fact that they're like ankle high. They're not like mid shin or all the way up to the knee, sort of thing. There is something really cool about them being sort of like ankle boots with the wheels on the side of them. Also, I think even for me too, when it comes to Boon Black and Boon Orange, I love the little like shoulder pad that they have, just the one singular kind of shoulder pad, not a full armor, but a really great accent to kind of separate them a little bit more from the main group that we have. The weapons look incredible. Boon Red with his sword, Boon Blue with his gun. It looks like Boon Pink is wielding some sort of like odd looking circular hammer, if you will. Boon Black looks like he's got like a building block sort of sword. I don't even know what to refer to it as, but it looks like another sword. And Orange with the sort of axe too. So some really cool weapon designs. The fight sequences in here look pretty crafty. Everybody's got their own unique fighting style, but that's really what I wanted to see, like what these costumes and these suits were going to look like in real time, being filmed and footage, sort of thing, in natural lighting, the way that they're supposed to look. And they've won me over, man. They've absolutely won me over. I've never been one to really crap on them, just maybe be a little bit indecisive. But now that I see them in full motion, sign me up, man. Sign me up. I'm really looking forward to what this series is certainly going to bring. They even got some great looking Zords. To me, I'm still a fan. To me, some of my favorite Zords is definitely like the Kira Major. I love the jewel and sort of lighting effect on those Zords. So, that's definitely going to be my standard as some of my favorites. But I'm really curious to kind of see how this Zord certainly works out. We're not in that CG world. We're back to the basics of guys in big Zord suits, big mecha suits, if you will, crashing on top of these big like set piece designs that they've wind up kind of putting together, sort of thing. So this feels like home for me when it comes to a Super Sentai series, and nothing against the previous series like Zenkaiger and King Oger and things like that. I appreciate the idea of Toei taking swings and doing something different, especially in this Reiwa era that we're currently in. But being able to come back home to something that feels more like a classic Super Sentai series is really perfect for me. So, look, I'm gonna see what the villains themselves are certainly like as we get introduced to them. I do think that the costume designs for them are pretty cool. One of the really weird one at the end that had like all the exhaust kind of coming out of his head looked pretty fascinating too. The girl design for the villain looked pretty amazing as well. So we'll see, but the crew looks good. I don't know why I was under the impression that like the cast or like the characters in here were all like family related or family members or something like that. It doesn't seem that way. They all have different last names, but it does look like at least Red, Blue, and Pink are certainly going to be starting off this series as some sort of team of transporters in their regular life. How they access their abilities, how they come to those abilities, we'll definitely see how that winds up happening. But look, man, if a trailer is meant to go ahead and get you hyped, this got me hyped. So I'm really ready for BoonBoomger, set to go ahead and premiere March 3rd for you guys. It's going to be right here around the corner. So as King Oger ends, BoonBoomger will in fact be taking over, guys. But I want to know your thoughts now that you've seen an official trailer, a nice lengthy one too, coming in at like 2 minutes 15 seconds seconds to 2:30. I really want to know what you guys thought about this trailer too in the comment section box below, but I was definitely impressed. But guys, let's get into sort of the character breakdown so we can learn a little bit about them. We even wind up getting ourselves a synopsis for the series to give us a better understanding of what we're getting ourselves into, along with the breakdown of the villains also. So I'm going to go over to the trusty tokunation.com for my source of information, and let's go ahead and break this down. This is going to be the cast. I don't know, will this pull up? Can I pull this up? Yeah, that's the cast that we have right there. They got some great images in here too. Look, great smiles, man. Great smiles. I'm really curious to see how they come across, how their chemistry is going to be on screen, and how really they get along or certainly don't. So I'm always fascinated to see how that certainly plays itself up. But let's go ahead and check this out. So Boon Red, the character's name is Taya Hondo, portrayed by Haruchi Iyuchi. Again, disclaimer, y'all, okay? I'm not Japanese, even though I have watched Super Sentai for years. I really do my best to certainly pronounce them. If I butcher some of these names, in all due respect, I apologize. I'm certainly not trying to. I'm doing my best here. So Taya Hondo, portrayed by Haruchi Iyuchi, a young man with a burning heart and a passion for cars, my type of guy. He has a hobby of rebuilding and customizing his special vehicle, and I hope truly that they put his special vehicle on display because it looked badass in the trailer. I really want to see him doing either some racing or at least some great car chase scenes in this series. Don't let me down. Don't let me down, BoonBoomger. We got Boon Blue. The character's name is Ishiro Maita. Actually, you know what? While I do that, let me pull this up here. So, do we have there? Yes, this is the leader here. That we see here, and then we were just about to get into Boon Blue as well. This is the tech guy for sure for the team. This says for him, Boon Blue Ishiro Maita, played by Yuki Hayama, is the team's technical expert with a wide array of knowledge who always acts in a professional manner. We also have Boon Pink, whose character name is Mirai Shifudo, portrayed by Suzuki Miyu. She is described as a bright and intelligent woman with a tendency to drive off anywhere she finds interesting. I kind of dig that. That is the type of person that, like, for me also, like, when things are down or if I need to clear my head sort of thing, I absolutely love going for a ride sort of thing. So, and just kind of see where it takes me. So, I love to hear that about her. It does say in here too that at least 2 more members will join as the series goes on. Boon Black, Joy, if I'm pronouncing that right, Joy Akusi, played by Saito Ryu, a rookie cop with a serious nature and a history of comedic incidents. You can kind of check that out from just the trailer alone. I think he gets like hit from behind with some sort of sign and like passes out or whatever the case may be, gets knocked out sort of thing. So clearly a cop who finds himself in really comedic predicaments, it sounds like. Boon Orange, Gemba Bureki is in fact his name, portrayed by Satoru Soma, described as a gentle but elusive man, able to obtain anything he wants from others. So gentle but elusive, that's interesting. Like, I get the vibes of either smooth talker, thief here. I don't want to say con man so much, but the ability to be elusive and get anything you want from others definitely has like that Phantom Thieves sort of Lupin Ranger vibe to me a little bit, but maybe not to that certain extent. Here is the actual synopsis for the series. It says the lives of the BoonBoomgers are changed forever thanks to the intervention of Bundario Banderas. Why does that sound like Antonio Banderas? Bundario Banderas, a strange car-shaped alien who crash-landed on Earth and now lives in Boon Red's garage, supplying a team with weapons and gear. In combat, Bundario becomes the main body of BoonBoomger Robo. The character will be voiced by veteran voice actor Rika Matsumoto, who will also perform the ending song for the series. This is, in fact, Bundario Banderas. At least I believe that's him. Unless that's like his, yeah, I believe that's him. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's him. Let's see here. It says the the BoonBoomgers will fight against the space mafia Hishirian. Three generals from the group were introduced. We got Deco Trade. Is the aggressive, troublesome warrior who dreams of advancing in the organization. We got Atashi, is another ambitious soldier, and we've got Yayai Yarka. May be the strangest member of the generals, lacking a humanoid frame and instead appearing as a vehicular body. That's the one that really I think stood out to me design-wise. It says a vehicular body, so is the whole entire body an actual vehicle? That's pretty interesting. And look, anytime that they say three generals from the group, it is always with saying like there's always going to be that bigger threat out there, right? Like that bigger sort of commander, if you will, the one in charge that they all certainly answer to. You know, these, I don't want to say these are like the minions, but these are very much like the second in command, kind of sent to kind of do the dirty work, if you will, and kind of establish themselves on Earth as this sort of space mafia. Again, I definitely get like Lupin Ranger versus Pat Ranger vibes here, where we had the generals, but then we had the big mafia guy like at the top, you know what I mean? The big mob boss, if you will. So definitely very similar to other Super Sentai series that we've certainly seen before. But I hope that they're definitely impressive enough to give our BoonBoomgers a run for their money, if you will, some sort of pushback and threat to maybe bring in the bigger guns at some point in time. So overall, man, I'm really enjoying the sounds of everybody here. I think if there's anybody that, look, the initial three really kind of catch my eye a little bit. Taya Hondo, I think it looks like he could be a potential good red leader here. You know, I think if anything, Gemba Buriki, who plays Boon Orange, is another one I'm kind of fascinated in, especially with him wielding a giant axe in his henshin form. But I think everybody looks great, man. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that this is going to end up being a pretty great season. But for the most part, man, let's go. Let's go. March 3rd, honestly, could not get here soon enough, guys. But to look, I want to know your thoughts out of some of the people that we've announced so far, from the characters standpoint of view, what some of their specialties are, their brief little backgrounds also. Who really stands out to you, especially getting an opportunity to see what they're capable of doing fighting wise in just the trailer alone? Definitely let me know what stands out. You know, when it comes to the villains, I think I've seen better villain designs, so I'm not really writing home too much about them, but it will be interesting to kind of see and learn about just their past, if you will. You know, I am fascinated in the idea of like this space alien that's a robot that comes to Earth and crash lands. I am wondering if the space mafia is maybe hunting him down. Did Bundario Bundaris, did he like escape from their captivity or from this world sort of thing? And now he's given them the technology, the BoonBoomgers, to go ahead and, you know, if he knows that there's a looming threat certainly on the rise, and he needs, you know, this world now needs protection as well. So I think there's definitely a lot to go ahead and sink our teeth into that the synopsis is just not explaining to us as of right now. So the potential is there, man. The potential is there. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this series a shot and see what it's like. It's been a minute since I've reviewed BoonBoomger, or I should say Super Sentai in general, but if that's something that you guys want to see introduced here at APlus Hero Report, go ahead and let me know. Maybe bringing in some APlus more phenomenal vibes, if you will, over to our channel on a weekly basis. But we'll see, man. I know there's a lot of especially since I've stopped doing a lot of Super Sentai stuff. I mean, God, has it been like a year since I've done APlus more phenomenal? Because we haven't even touched King Ozier, and we never finished Don Brothers. So you know, I definitely left a void, but I feel like there's probably a lot of tokusatsu fans out there that are doing a lot more Super Sentai reviews these days. So I don't even know if there's a place for APlus Hero Report in that tokusatsu world anymore. But maybe if you guys certainly want to see more, let me know in the comment section box below, guys. But look, I'm pumped for it. I hope you guys are pumped for it. Let's boon and go. But again, let me know your thoughts in the comment section box below. At the end of the day, these are just my APlus opinions. I want to know yours. So until next time, do us a big favor, guys. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and keep it APlus. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye.